Alright, shalom. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles. I want to say shalom and barakatham to the elect that push the word of the Lord in sincerity and truth. I have an article up, another article pertaining to news and prophecy, and this is a real good article. It's kind of like two prophecies in one. And a lot of I seen a lot of videos the brothers may have posted, other people may have posted on this subject, and I had this article. I found this article on it, so I'm gonna go into it. And I'm gonna get to it here. All right, this is from National Report, the National Report website, and the headline reads CDC Whistleblower exposes Ebola vaccinations containing RFID chips. All right. It says a CDC whistleblower has recently gone on record to expose nefarious government plans which would use the impending U.S. Ebola pandemic as an opportunity to implant RFID technology in American citizens. All right. Now, this doesn't appear to be a hoax. I doubt it's a hoax. It's actually an interview. It's like it is actually an interview, I believe, online, and I'm gonna post a link to that. I believe this is actually the whistleblower going into it. Okay, could be a hoax, you know, but it's highly probable it's not. All right, because as those of us that are in the know, as we know that they are trying to implant RFID chips in the people of America and worldwide, and this Ebola thing is becoming a real big problem. Okay, especially through the media pushing that scare out there. Okay, so it says Brent Hopkins was a CDC contractor before coming forward with serious allegations against his former employer. Hopkins claimed that an Ebola vaccine has been prepared for the general public in the form of disposable one-use syringes. The downside, however, is that each of these syringes will contain not only the vaccine but a micro RFID chip as well. All right, and the apostles, they spoke on this, and other people have spoke on this too, that they could put the vaccine in the RFID chip. Okay, all right, which is as time goes on, we see more and more that this RFID chip is becoming is being shown and being manifested as the mark of the beast. Okay, it says CDC officials intend to issue these syringe packages to over 200,000 households by December 1st. All right, so you got to be on the lookout for that. All right, then for people, for the news and these different pharmaceutical companies to start pushing this chip, whether it be by commercial or you see it on TV or otherwise. Okay, especially looking at a time frame like December 1st, which is you know, a little over 2 months away. It says consumers will also be able to request the Ebola vaccine at their local drugstore, like your local Walgreens, your Walmart, other places. Okay, they offer things like flu shots like that, and we're coming into that season. You know, we got fall and then we got winter. All right, so this thing is these prophecies are moving quickly. All right, it says Hopkins also indicates that the RFID chip will work toward more easily identifying. It says Hopkins also indicates that the RFID chip will work toward more easily identifying and separating those who have been inoculated and those who have not. Individuals who refuse to receive the Ebola vaccination will face serious hurdles in gaining employment, visiting public places, obtaining future medical care, and even potential prison time. All right, so they're really trying to get this this chip out there. Okay. It says during correspondence with National Report, Brent Hopkins is quoted as saying, "I cannot sit idly by as these atrocities unfold. The American government wants to implant RFID chips in every man, woman, and child. They are now using the threat of Ebola to push this nefarious plot. The public is forced to make a decision between the horrible demise that Ebola offers or relinquish every ounce of their privacy by getting an RFID chip implanted under their skin." And that's what this RFID chip is going to do. Okay, it's going to invade your privacy. Your privacy, and everything about you is going to be as data on that chip. Okay, so the government can watch you and know who you are. It says many Americans have expressed concern that the CDC officials are collaborating with the government to use this new system as a way to introduce martial law. All right, so there's martial law as well. Okay, so this whole article here pertains to prophecy, the martial law that's coming, the pestilence and the pandemic, all right, the diseases and the mark of the beast. All right, it says many Americans have expressed concern that the CDC officials are collaborating with the government to use this new system as a way to introduce martial law. Others, such as popular radio host Alex Jones, insist that the deadly virus was deliberately planted on U.S. soil to thin the ever-growing population. Where there's the depopulation plan thrown in there right there, pertaining to the going back to the Georgia Guidestones. All right. So everything is you see the plan unfolding. All right, you see the puzzle pieces being put together, man. All right, it says, as Hopkins put it, this is a baby step towards complete control of the masses who have grown increasingly frustrated and distrustful of the powers that be. All right, especially through the internet, because the government, the elite of this society, the wicked elite of this society, they're being exposed, mainly through us pushing this truth of the scriptures and other people, such as Alex Jones. All right. So now people that be on the internet, those that have these tablets, these smartphones, that look to alternative news, they start to see what's going on, and they're starting to distrust the government. Okay. So now the elite are trying to get their agenda pushed quickly. Okay. And the main way that they're going to do it is through this chip. It says the ultimate goal of the United States government is to enslave all people who fall below a particular tax bracket, and Ebola is how they're going to do it. All right. And then down here you have a couple of related articles which pertain to Ebola. It says 10-14-14, Texas town quarantine after family of 5 tests positive for the Ebola virus. 10-15, feds issue travel advisory for Texas following Ebola spread. 10-16-14, Purdon, Texas Ebola quarantine update. And from 10-20-14, which that's today, 17 Texas kindergartners contract Ebola after exposure to a Liberian foreign exchange student. All right, so that's just showing you that this thing is getting more and more real. Okay, and the mainstream media, they're pushing this thing, and they're trying to get their agenda passed. Now I got a couple of scriptures that I want to just bring out, because taking this chip, whether you contract Ebola or not, all right, you have to really trust in the Lord. Those of us in this truth, all right, and just how the Lord has warned us about these things. All right. Now, when you go to the book of Leviticus, the 26th chapter, all right, it basically prophesies of what would happen to us after we if we were to disobey the Lord. Okay, and that happened. All right. So this is Leviticus chapter 26 and 24. It says, then will I also walk contrary unto you, and will punish you yet 7 times for your sins. And that happened to us. We went into slavery. We became at the bottom of the totem pole, and we're cursed over here in America. Okay, verse 25. And I will bring a sword upon you, that shall avenge the quarrel of my covenant. And when ye are gathered together within your cities, which all 12 tribes are over here on this side of the world in these American cities, it says, I will send the pestilence among you, such as Ebola, and ye shall be delivered into the hand of the enemy. All right, and that's what's happened. Um, uh, we have been given into the hand of these Edomites, man, these devils, and they have a plan to uh, give us this chip to mark us as their slaves forever. All right, but as the Lord said, you're not supposed to take that chip, man. All right, no matter what, you gotta have the faith in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, let's get the next scripture. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 36 and 6. It says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, which that Egypt, all right, is also America, okay? It says, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it, okay? Because if you trust in America, which now this, the broken reed is referring to the syringes, okay? Because a syringe is just like a reed. When you look at a reed, the plant, all right, and you cut it down, it's hollow inside, okay, like a broken reed, all right, which that's what America, being the spiritual Egypt, is going to use to put into your hand, man, okay, and pierce your hand. Because if you trust in America, to prove that you trust in America, you got to get that chip, all right. So it says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed. And most of our people trust in America. And what is America going to do? Give him that chip. Push this mark of the beast. It says, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Which those are the elites, man. Basically, you're saying that you trust in this society, and the wicked elites of Esau are your gods. All right? But if you do that, the Lord is going to punish you. Okay? All right, so this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7 and 14. It says, they have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready. And who's blowing the trumpet? Us out here pushing this word, this truth. Okay, the prophets, the ones that you see teaching on the streets. All right, starting with the apostles of Great Millstone and the rest of us that teach the same thing. It says they have blown the trumpet even to make all ready. And that's why we do these articles, to make you ready for what's getting ready to happen, to put your mind and your spirit in the right place. It says, but none goeth to the battle, because most of our people don't listen. All right. It says, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. Verse 15, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. Okay. And that's what's coming to America, pestilence and famine. He that is in the field shall die. And really, the pestilence is already here. Okay? The famine is really already here. But once these things start to escalate and these different problems escalate here in America, things are going to get real bad. Okay? It says, he that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. All right? And that's the judgment on so-called white people here in America, so-called Americans, the rest of these nations, and 2/3 of the Israelites. Okay, you're going to be devoured, all right, by the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But the elect will be saved, okay, and 2/3 of Israel will be destroyed if you take that that chip, all right. And that's basically it. I just wanted to get into that this article and bring this information out and just show you how everything is being tied together and everything is coming to a head now. All right, so just be on the lookout for them to start pushing this chip now pertaining to this Ebola thing that's getting ready to spread. All right, and with that, I'm gonna say shalom.